We do have some new laws. You could fight them, but you will lose because the law always wins.
There are some good ones.
And some of these laws are the ones that we voted on. Whether they're good or bad remains to be seen. But we voted on some of these. For instance, the propositions like the abortion law, right? We voted on that. So that's going into effect. We voted on that one.
Prop 314.
That's the immigration law, right? And
Yeah.
it also has stricter penalties for fentanyl, I believe, right? We voted on that. That's going to effect. That's one that we came up with. There are others that the legislature has come up with or that the legislature even put on the ballot in the first place. We talked about one that was basically you don't have to pay property taxes anymore if you can claim that homeless people irritate you, which is a really interesting law that I don't think any other state has. Arizona has now said if you feel like your municipality is not doing a very good job controlling homelessness, you don't have to pay property taxes anymore.
There you go.
That is a weird law. I cannot wait to see how this one is applied.
Your interpretation of that one is interesting, but
if a property owner incurs damages as a result of a city or county not enforcing certain zoning ordinances, they may be able to apply for a refund under Prop 312.
And in your defense, the burden of proof is on the city, not on you, the homeowner.
Exactly. All I have to do is say, I have damage on my property. I think it was a homeless person. Prove that it wasn't.
Not even I think, just it was a homeless person.
It was a homeless person.
Yeah.
Prove that it wasn't.
Yeah. Then they have to take the time and effort and energy to prove it
and
wasn't.
And even if they can somehow prove that it wasn't, I still don't have to pay their legal fees or anything else like that.
Right.
It's all on them. So it says cities and counties will have the opportunity to contest the claim. Potential payouts are expected to come from a shared state revenue, which of course will dry up because nobody's paying taxes into it. Oh, this is great. Oh, I can't wait for that. Oh, minimum wage is going up too.
$14.70 an hour?
Yeah, I'm going to $14.70.
So I like this one, though. There was one with stricter DUI rules for rideshare drivers. I don't understand why, if you're driving a rideshare, you are allowed to have a BAC above a 0.
Yeah, right.
But they have reduced it from a .08 to a .04.
Shouldn't that be like a truck driver or a bus driver? It should be 0.
I would think so.
Yeah.
But now it's down to .04 if you're driving a rideshare.
Thank goodness, man. I can still crack at least one or two cold ones when I'm driving my Uber.
What if he woke up and just still,
Then he
still in his
probably
system?
shouldn't be
He's not-
ride-sharing,
yeah.
Pablo.
Oh, you're sober when you wake up.
Sober-ish.
Yeah.
I'm way better than I was last night. Puke and rally, man.
Pablo, I've got one even you like. You mentioned the tamale bill.
Don't be racist.
Love the tamale bill.
Yeah, see, Pablo likes that one. So the tamale bill was passed into law last year, will go into effect this year.
How does that one work?
So legalizes the sale of home foods and perishables often sold on streets or out of houses. So now, though, they got into some language with home kitchens to prevent commercial food preparers from claiming that they were a home kitchen.
Oh, I see. So you couldn't run a catering business out of your home and say, I don't have to pay taxes for my business because it's just a tamale. Right. Okay. I do have a little bit of an issue with this.
With the tamale bill?
I do a little bit.
You're irking Pablo. Don't look at me.
Don't be racist. Here's where I'm a little bit concerned. Pablo, I apologize to you and everyone who likes tamales. My issue is, what's to stop me from setting up in front of a delicious Mexican restaurant with my tamale truck? Like the delicious Mexican restaurant is paying taxes. They're paying property taxes. They're paying business taxes at a higher rate than property taxes. They're doing all that stuff. And now I'm just going to open up a tax-free competitor?
You do still have to get a food handler's license.
Oh, you do?
No.
But that's
do
it.
You?
Yeah.
I don't think so.
Yeah. You don't think you have? Well,
I wouldn't want it. I
don't think so.
I want my people to doing it homemade. Like, I don't want them.
Yeah.
I want authentic homemade food.
Yeah, I agree. I think
I love going up. I'm gonna have to take you up the road here on 16th Street in Bethany, over by the Indian Hospital.
Yeah.
Along that road right there.
Don't be racist.
Oh, they set up some of the best burritos you'll ever
I'm all
have.
for it. I
come out of the back of the cars.
Look,
there.
me personally love all of that stuff. My only concern is, what does that do when you've got a place that's running a business and they're paying all the taxes, and then they're competing against somebody who has a...
But are they? I mean, how are you competing with a business that sells 300 tamales a day, and my 2 dozen I sell a day are how does that compete?
Well, you're infringing on what they were selling. Yeah, home cooks are required to have a food handler certification.
Okay.
Is what you'll have to do.
So, but isn't that just like a $75
I don't even know what it is. It might be
application
$5
fee or something?
Yeah, it was the one that we get when we like work in the restaurants when we were younger.
Oh yeah, we didn't have to do that where
we
I grew
did
up.
here.
Yeah,
Pablo,
Yeah.
if you're running a business selling whatever food, you wouldn't be PO'd if I show up outside with my little truck selling the same stuff?
I could see, yes, where a lot of owners would be. Me, particular, no.
As a consumer, I like it.
No. I probably want to help you. Let me help you. What do you want to get a table or something? Let me help you set it up.
What if your business goes down? You're making less money because all of a sudden I'm making
then
more.
I am going to take that owner, and he's going to be in my...
Well, I was just going to say, is that if you can't beat them, buy them?
Yeah.
Okay.
And you know what? I've lived here my whole life. I've never, ever seen one of these vendors go to a business and set up in front of a business. That's kind of that's a cranium
every
move.
morning.
That's a Richard cranium move.
They'll go to a park or they'll roll through a neighborhood, right?
No, they do that every morning over here at the QT.
Yeah, but that's the QT.
Yeah, but
that's
the
not
QT is
that's
selling
not a restaurant.
But the QT
Agreed.
is selling breakfast foods. They're selling food. Yeah, QT has got their own kitchen. I mean, they're literally set up in the QT parking lot, and the QT is trying to sell things. Yeah.
I look at both of those like conveniences. QT is a convenience store. This is a convenience.
But you're looking at it from a consumer standpoint, and I get that, right?
Yes.
And I believe me, the consumer in me, I'm with you guys 100%.
But the business owner,
the business guy in me goes, wait a minute,
Are they really making that much money though? Chris, selling burritos out of the back of your car?
I don't think they are.
They're enough probably just to buy stuff and keep their lights on and stuff.
Probably, but do you know what the margins are for the restaurants? I mean, the margins are, you're lucky to get 3% out of the restaurants. So to use your example, you said if you're selling 300 burritos a day, what do you care if somebody's selling 2 dozen out in front of your place? Well, I mean, that's
10%.
That's almost 10% of my business. That's what I care about, right? I mean, that's my concern is that could you take a 10% pay cut right now? Nope. Me neither. So that's my concern. That's my worry about
Well, at least Pluto is our official planet now.
Oh,
too.
yeah,
the
we got that
legislature
law
got
passed.
that done too.
Just for Arizona or the whole world?
No, because Pluto's still not a planet.
Arizona passed it for the whole world.
Pluto's still not a planet, but Arizona goes, not in my state. It is here.
The dwarf planet
I
is...
thought we were talking about the dog.
No, good try.
The dwarf planet is Arizona's official state planet.
That was a Huizenga level joke on your part, Pablo. Yeah, that was pretty bad.
Now I'm mad at you.
Yeah, that's fair. But we discovered Pluto in Arizona, right? Or the discovery came from Arizona, from an observatory here.
Lol.
So now we're upset that somebody else said it's not really a planet, and we said, it is here.
It's our official state planet.
Can we just name an official state alien then, too, and say the Phoenix Lights are the official UFOs of Arizona?
Don't give them ideas for what to work on this year.
Thanks for watching The Chris and Joe Show. Click to see more from Chris and Joe, and tap the button in the middle to subscribe to KTAR News.